Oh wait, I shouldn't start with good morning, should I? It could be any time of day when you see this. Sorry about that. Anyway, hello, how you doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. Whatever day it may be for you. Whatever time it may be for you. Alright, so, anyway. Wanted to look at this Blackened steel armor and weapons. Let's see here. They're talking about some of the edits they've done, the updates here. They edited the mesh to look less portly. So in other words, they didn't want you to look pudgy like me. Let's see, very tiny clipping issue. That doesn't sound very bad. Fixed skinning on cow so that it doesn't pop out when drawing weapon. I don't know about that since I didn't see that. Fixed opacity issues and NIF issues with the hood. Fixed female first-person gauntlets and tweaked the cuirass a bit more to strengthen the silhouette. So let's see, a new armor set for you to enjoy. Easily my most detailed armor yet, and the sword is very much inspired by late 16th century greatsword. I even called it a spadone, or maybe it's spadoni. Who knows? I mean, Italian name for greatsword. So works for both male and female. Male has weight sliding, and female one size in the middle. So I chose to go with a guy on this because I think it will show what your buff dude looks like, and then if we want to, we can make Crom skinny and see what it looks like if he's skinny. I don't know if it'll be a huge difference. Craftable under steel, requires advanced armor perks, which is not a problem. When improving, no additional materials are required. It's equal to ebony, and the weapon is better than Daedric and faster with better reach. Okay. And let's see, contains armor, gauntlets, boots, hood, cowl, and spadone. I did not see the cowl. Under steel. Okay, I have the advanced armor perk. Let's make sure. Yeah, this is a brand new version of Crom. But yeah, I have all the perks, so that's not a problem. Alright, anyway, let's go under steel. And it's this blackened steel armor. There is a picture for it. Yeah, you have to wait a second, but the picture will load. He actually created a picture for each of these, so I don't want you to miss it. Here we go. Now if you look at the sword looks cool. I'm assuming that is a two-handed sword only. Let me look and see if there's any hood mentioned or anything. Not sure where the hood will be. Not sure at all where the hood will be. Don't worry about some of my other mod armors. They don't matter for our purposes right now. I did not turn them off, but there are a few things there. Nothing much. Okay, not a lot in leather. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if we can find the cowl that he mentioned, because I'm not seeing it, but it's possible that it's somewhere else. These other things come from a different mod, so don't worry about those. Alright. Alright. So we're not seeing what I'm after, so alright, so we just may not have that to show if it's not in my crafting here. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be, just going by the instructions. Maybe it fell. Oh, here we go. It fell down to miscellaneous, and he just didn't notice it or didn't mention it. All right, that's okay. Let's make the cow and the hood. Did I make everything else? I think I did. We're going to pop out. If I didn't, we'll pop right back in and make them. Won't take but a second to check our inventory and see if we have it there. And for some reason, no, I was dumb and I did not make the others, so sorry about that. We'll make the armor, the boots, the gauntlet, and the spadone, or spadoni, however you want to say it. If I say spadoni, then it's almost like macaroni or something, or spaghetti and macaroni combined. All right, well, let's see what Crom is going to look like in this. Put him some gauntlets on and some boots. Let's do the armor first. I just want to see what this. Okay, whoa, that actually kind of skinnied him down. I hate to see what the skinny version looks like. Does that not make him look skinny? It makes him look skinny. Oh, but it has a certain appeal. I tell you what, these things always drive me crazy, and it's because of who I am. Has nothing to do with what's actually been done here. I like things to be balanced and the same on both sides. So I don't know what this thing is about always doing something weird with one shoulder or the other so that the shoulders are not the same. It's just me. I forget the word that I'm looking for right now, but I like things to be balanced and be equal on both sides. And there is a word for that is escaping me right now, but yeah. So I don't understand why this shoulder had to be weird when the armor really looks nice, and it would look better to me if if both shoulders were the same. All right, just saying, it's not a huge deal. You can tell that's some nice detailed armor. Now this is the hood. Oh, I have invisible helmets on. Don't tell me it affects that hood. How about the cow? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's hold that thought. Let's go turn those off in case. Usually invisible helmets only affects vanilla things. But wow, he's not gonna show us either one. Crom, you're hiding your hat, man, I tell you. Well, okay, let's pause here and let's see if I go turn that off, or there may be a problem with the cow and the hood. Well, I say that. It could just be some sort of conflict in my game. Does the cow and the hood have any special armor 1? I tell you what, let's improve these things. You have to admit the armor looks good. I just wish it was balanced. Hold on. Okay, it jumps from 52 to 76, from 19 to 31. 19 to 31. So that's all you can improve. So you can't improve the cow or the hood. Now, we didn't look at the sword. We're going to look at that, but hold on. Okay, it's going to go from 32 to 44, so not a huge jump in damage. Alright. Let's go ahead and try our weapon before we leave here. Alright, so it's a two-handed weapon. So it's only a two-handed weapon. Oh. Well, you know, with it sticking that far off, maybe it won't cut the girl's butt. It might not. It doesn't cut his butt. Though it looks a little weird, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Really, in-game, when you're playing, you're probably not going to notice that little gap for the most part. I think that already occurs anyway with some weapons. So, let's get an idea. Oh, he's right. It is pretty fast. And does it seem insanely long. It does seem insanely long. Though, that's going to be a matter of what you think and your preference. But look at that. It really looks nice. I don't use two-handed. It would have been nice to have a one-handed version, but that's just me. I mean, when a modder creates something, a lot of times they're creating it basically for themselves, the way they like. I get that. So there's no harm in that. Just making a mention of it, not really trying to be critical. Just if it had a one-handed version, it would be great. So let's go back and look at something. So when we take this armor off, you can tell that Crom is a plumpy dude, or he's a muscular dude. Oh, look at that. If you're not wearing the armor, you have some missing body parts. But you're not going to run around like that, so that I'm not sure that matters. I normally don't have that problem, as you can see. But it's because this radically changes your body. It really thins you down. It's not. The more I look at it, though, the more I like the design and everything. So see, that's a good sign. The more you look at it, the more you say, I like it. I just don't I like things to be balanced and the same on both sides. I forget the word for that, but you know what I mean. So I don't like the goofy shoulder. I don't understand the purpose. Let's do something before I go, because I'm going to go turn off invisible helmets and come back and see if we can see the hood. But before we do that, let's try playing with the weight slider for just a moment. Because he's pretty thin as it is. This armor thins you down. Oh, I can't tell any difference. Can you tell any difference? No. No, I can't tell any difference. There might be some slight change, but not a lot. So, okay, so I wouldn't worry about that. Let's finish out of that. We could change his sex real fast. Well, let's go try the invisible helmet thing first. I actually think there's not going to be a lot of difference here. Let's just pop out. We're going to go turn off invisible helmets. I'll just keep you with me here as we go do this. Yes, I'm still doing maids too. I haven't got through that yet. It hasn't limited what we can do on our spotlights so far, though of course it has delayed clockwork, I guess. And I wanted to revisit Grand Admiral Thrawn, so I haven't got to do that. So let me go down here and turn off invisible helmets, since that may be doing that. And really I should not use invisible helmets routinely during our spotlights, because we might want to be able to see our helmets. So there we go. I turned it off. I apologize for the inconvenience. Invisible helmets is great if you really don't want to see the helmets. I turned it off for a while, but then with the Botox hairdos and stuff, the girl's hair and stuff was clipping through the hoods, and so I decided to bring it back. Yes, I turned that off on purpose. And I should turn it off when we're doing, excuse me, when we're doing an armor spotlight. I should always turn that off, and I just didn't think of it this morning. Well, does it matter if you know what time of day it is for me? I doubt you care. Okay, so let's take that ugly thing off. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Maybe it leaves my other helmet on. Oh, okay. Now let's try this. Let's try the hood. Okay, the hood is not right. Yeah, that's something that happens when something isn't in the file correctly. Now the cow, the cow kind of works. I'm not sure what you're going for with this appearance, though. The cow is a little too... I don't know. I don't know. It's a little much for me. I wouldn't use it. And like I said, the hood here, the hood is not here. It's either broken or it's really, the shape of the hood is not really in there. So, anytime you see that, that means something is not in the file. Now, could my download have been corrupted or... Not to my knowledge. When I downloaded it, everything downloaded complete. So that's just something that's wrong with the file. And that, I get the idea when you look at it from the back and the sides, I get the idea. But when you look at it from the front and try to see Crom's face, it looks weird. Alright, so the moment we've been waiting for, let's try to, let me just check something. Let's make Crom a girl. And for that, we're going to have to go to the whole thing here. And let's see how that affects the armor, or if the armor is affected at all. Let's see, and it put her weight at the middle. But honestly, I don't think the weight slider affects this armor at all, hardly, for males or females. Not that it matters, you're either going to like it or not. Let's just take a look. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Let's just take a look. Well, I was right. Well, look at that. When she stands, the sword still cuts her. And, okay, and the girl still looks poorly. She looks like she's, like, pregnant. Okay, so... Yeah, he really didn't pay much attention to the girl version, and that's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, I think this was meant primarily for a male. Let's see, and now she doesn't lose her wrist and ankles. That's interesting. That is interesting. But the armor definitely is really, it's really not made. I don't think it's really made with her in mind, though she can wear it. Let's see how the cow and stuff looks. Let's try the hood again. Okay, the hood works for the girl. Look at that. Isn't that funny? So the girl part of the hood works, though it still looks kind of odd to me. Looks good on the sides, though, but in the front, I don't know. Maybe that's just a bit much for my taste. And then the cow looks good. There's a little clip-in with the cow in the back, but nothing big. I mean, you know, we've seen much worse in other things. Overall, while I'm not thrilled with the cow and the hood business, I like the armor, but I don't like the shoulder, the left shoulder especially. And why did it go out here? Oh, because because I changed his sex. It probably messed up my Crom saves. Let's just go back here. We'll go back to Crom the way he should be. He won't be all weird. He's not, no offense, but he's not a trans person. He's just a dude. And yeah, he's not a very hairy dude. Anyway, so, you know, I mean, I'm just giving my opinion here. Remember, it's just my opinion. overall, the mod is good. For the males, there is the missing hood texture, which I don't, or I guess that's a mesh actually, isn't it? I think that's a missing mesh, and maybe other stuff that I don't understand. Modders would know what that is. But the hood is not actually, the male version of the hood is not actually there. And then you can see what they're going for. It's a cool Nazgul type of look. And you can only see part of his face without moving around like this. The armor looks cool. And I like the design of the armor and the way it looks. Looks like it has some detail, but also looks like it's aged a little, so it doesn't look like brand new armor. At least to me. And I like the look of the sword. I would have liked a one-handed version, though. I would have liked a shield. And a helmet, but that's just me. Would I actually use the helmet that much? Maybe not. Maybe not. Nonetheless, this has been... Let's go back to the mod so I can say this right. I think it's been Blackened steel, but let's just check it out. Make sure I say the right thing. So I think that's really all there is to see, and it's a nice armor set, and you may really like it. And if the whole different shoulder thing doesn't bother you, you may love it. The hood is cool. The cowl and the hood, those are cool. It adds a good effect. It just depends on what kind of character you're trying to play and how you want your dude to look. So it's blackened steel armor and weapons. I would say this one is not really for the girls. It looked kind of odd on her and made her look kind of portly. For the guys, it's going to thin your guy down a little bit. I couldn't tell any real difference in the weight slider, but it looks good though. Even though it keeps your guys kind of tough, built proportions, but it does thin him down, so he's not like as quite as bulky and muscular. So, all right, that's Blackened steel armor and weapons. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.